Good evening! Hope you had a nice day. Hot day. Lovely day. Bank holiday. Not that it makes any difference to me whatsoever. It's just a day. It's just another day. But it was a nice one. I hope you had a lovely day, whatever you got up to. I know some people who work at banks will have had the day off today. What a treat. I have to say, when I have been working, which clearly I'm not at the moment, when I have been working, I can't remember ever having a job which has actually recognised bank holidays. Even when I was at university, they didn't recognise bank holidays. Everything was totally ignored and we just kept ploughing through, bank holiday or not, Christmas or not. Doesn't make a difference. Keep on going. Alright, well, a very good evening to you, and it is the first round of this week's Quiz at 8 of our general knowledge quizzes. Of course, yesterday we went in our imaginations to Christmas, and my, what a festive time we had. Tonight we're back to general knowledge, 20 questions. Yep, 20 questions, 30 points, and one of those points comes from the shout-out. So do get involved. Obviously, nice comments only in the comments on the right-hand side of your screen if you are playing on the computer. If you're playing on your phone, then the comments are just below. And if I shout you out, which I'm sure I will, then you'll get a bonus point, potentially getting you to a perfect score of 30 out of 30. You're going to need the other points from the question, so let's start with number 1. Here we go. How many times a year does the Queen celebrate a birthday? How many times a year does the Queen celebrate a birthday? Talking of birthdays. Not today, but it is big birthday tomorrow. Big birthday tomorrow. Who could it be? Let's do some shout outs then. Good evening to Neve and Sophie and Danielle and Uncle Howard and Martin Hyman and the family in Manchester, Jane and Judith, Daniel and Adrian, Michelle, Samuel and Alice, my parents. There we go. Lots of shout outs already. They're just the ones that are currently on my screen. I might have to do a bit of scrolling because I'm sure I've missed some people. Question number 2. What animal lives inside the houses that the wolf huffs and puffs and attempts to blow down? What animal, or type of animal, lives inside the houses that the wolf huffs and puffs and tries to blow down? That's question number 2. Yep, Sophie, her own birthday, the Queen's birthday. You're right, she might celebrate many people's birthdays. Shout out for Barney, of course, and Steve. Hope Barney has had a lovely day. Hope his ear is all good. Question number 3. Visual question. And look at this. This is class. This is class. Fine art this week. I need you to name the famous painting and the artist. You get 1 point for each part of this question, so it's a 2-point question. Name the famous painting and the artist who painted it. Let's see who else we can say hello to as well. Scrolling up. Good evening to Caroline, who's been enjoying curry tonight. Evening to Rachel. We don't know what Rachel's been eating, but hopefully a lovely meal. Question number 4. How many Disney resorts are there in Asia? How many Disney resorts are there in Asia? I know at least one person who will know this. Hopefully you also know this one. Martin, good evening. You're running a little bit late. He was making Mrs. W a frothy coffee, so he is excused. How many Disney resorts are there in Asia? Question number 5, 2-pointer. Now it's our mishmash of a celebrity face. So can you name these 2 famous faces? 2 famous faces. 1 point for each. Caroline, it was exactly you who I was thinking of with the Disney question. I don't know anybody who knows as much about Disney as you. Though Sophie also loves the Disneylands and Disney Worlds. Daniel Hyman says he's been past one of them. Didn't manage to get in though. And Sophie, apparently just watching Disney Weddings show and actually cried. So beautiful. Didn't know Disney did a wedding show, but there you go. Question number 6. What comes in different SPF levels? What comes in different SPF levels? Is it on online, this Disney Weddings? Is it YouTube? Is it Disney Plus? Question number 7. Which Michael Jackson record became the most successful album of the 1980s? Which Michael Jackson record became the most successful album of the 1980s? Very famous. The Imagineering documentary on Disney Plus is brilliant. It really is. It's so interesting, so exciting. I love the Imagineering stuff. I've got a book somewhere. But it's way over there, so don't worry, I'm not gonna do a show and tell. Next one is our itty bitty word game. Can you find the 8-letter word hidden in the grid? And your clue is give thanks. So there is an 8-letter word somewhere in this grid. It works with the clue give thanks, and if you can find it, you're gonna get yourself a point. Or apparently, you can get a free trial of Disney Plus. Ooh, lucky you. Can everyone do that, or is this a luxury afforded to an elite few? I have absolute. Oh, I think this is a High School Musical thing. Shout out for HSMTMTS. I mean, I'm assuming that is an acronym for High School Musical something something something, because otherwise that's a terrible title of a show. Question number 9 coming up. What is an acrophobe scared of? What is an acrophobe scared of? Question number 9. We're going to have a different fear each day of the week this week for question number 9. So get practicing. Swat up on those fears. Uncle Howard thinks he got the Itty Bitty Word game. Excellent stuff. We'll find out very soon. Question number 10. I think this is such a brilliant show. What is the name of this TV show, and on what channel was it originally broadcast? Oh, there we go. Caroline coming to the rescue. High School Musical, the musical theatre. The musical theatre series, I'm assuming. There you go. What is the name of this TV show, and on what channel was it originally broadcast? Absolutely, it's a gripping show. I used to watch this with my roommate back on my first ever ship contract in 2014. Question number 11. The Lion King is modelled on which Shakespeare play? Did you know this? The Lion King is modelled on which Shakespeare play? I'm getting very confused in the comments. We're talking about eye tests now, and okay, Danielle going hard questions tonight. I mean, we're an elite crowd. Yeah, I mean, if you know them, you know them. Hopefully, second half, you're going to know all of them. It's going to boost up your score. Here we go, number 12. Let's see if we can get you 5 points here. The thing is, these logos, I will accept, are getting hard because we've just done so many of the logos. I mean, this barrel is being scraped with these logos. Hopefully you recognise them. You get 5 points if you do. Evening, Mike Probert. Did you find a mince pie? sure there's a recipe online. It'll be totally unseasonal, but we'll all start baking mince pies in the height of this summer-like spring. Five points. See what you can do. I just see you all despairing. You're staring at these screens, and what are these logos? They are tough logos. They are tough. You've got a real mixture in there. You've got restaurant, you've got shop, you've got banks, you've got TV stuff, you've got automobile stuff. I'm trying to help you here. I'm trying to help. Let's try and eke some points together. Come on. Yeah, Josh, this is the thing. The small things. At least you got the shout out. Question number 13. Let's see what we can do with this one. What do these three things have in common? What do these three things have in common? Truman, Cleveland, and Coolidge. Truman, Cleveland, and Coolidge. What do these three things have in common? Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can boost some scores up with number 14. Let's see. Here we go. Oh gosh, this is difficult. I apologise. I apologise. Right, here we go. What is the next letter of this sequence? What is the next letter of this sequence? Philo. F-I-L-O. What is the next letter of this sequence? Philo. F-I-L-O. Is actually very, very straightforward. Hopefully you work it out. I don't want to say too much to totally give it away, but don't overcomplicate this one. I'm rooting for you. Hopefully. Evening, Grandad. You're going to do very well in this evening's quiz. Starting at question number 14, I have full faith. We're all looking forward to question number 18, Martin. I'm going to give a little clue for this one. I'm going to help you out. There we go. Whoops. Still works. That was my punishment. My studio's falling to bits now. Someone just threw something at me, clearly. I would recommend that you replace these letters with numbers. If you do that, I think you're going to work this one out very quickly. You replace the letters with numbers. Caitlin, however, is delighted. She says this is exactly her sort of question, so she will now be hating me, as will Caroline, for giving you that clue, because they both very convinced that they've worked it out. Question number 15 is our singing computer. He's still Scottish. Still Scottish. Let's see then. Today the computer's going to sing us a song. I'm going to give you a little clue because I do want you to do well tonight. It's a song from 1995. I wonder why I picked that year. Song from 1995. Have a listen to this.
No more I love yous, the language is leaving me. No more I love yous, the language is leaving me in silence. No more I love yous, changes are shifting outside the words.
I'm just seeing the nervousness brewing for question number 20. Question number 20, I think, now I might be totally wrong, I think this week's question number 20s are actually okay. I think we're all going to get double points on question number 20. It's whether we get any points in between now and then that I'm less convinced about. Singing computer, can you name the song and the original recording artist? So song and the original recording artist. You get 1 point for each part, so hopefully you'll get at least 1 point, if not 2. I'll play it for you one more time.
No more I love yous, the language is leaving me. No more I love yous, the language is leaving me in silence. No more I love yous, changes are shifting outside the words.
Hopefully you got it. I mean, I couldn't have made that one more explicit, I don't think, but we shall see. We shall see. That was question number 15. Number 16 is a double pointer. Hopefully This is one that you'll recognise because you're looking for the name of the country and its capital city. So name of the country and its capital city. Got the flag there, you've got the country's outline. Hopefully one of those two bits of information gives it away for you and you get both points. I think we're all going to be very impressed if anybody gets over the score of 20 tonight. I think let's be realistic. Congratulations if you get more than 20. Number 17. Who came second in the original series of Pop Idol? Who came second in the original series of Pop Idol? Back in the day, I remember going to the Pop Idol concert at the Wembley Arena. First concert. I think it was my last concert as well. That was number 17. Now we're all hugely excited for number 18 because we at least know that we should be getting 1 point here. It's this question. From what continent do African elephants originate? From what continent do African elephants originate? Give us the answer to that and you've just got yourself a point for number 18. Caitlin has been really grateful for the hours with her dad learning capital cities and flags. It's given her many points in these quizzes. Number 19, Prince Philip or not? We like to do these quotes. So Prince Philip or not, is this from him or made up or by someone else? Do you know they're now producing eating dogs for anorexics? Is this a real quote from Prince Philip or not? Do you know they're now producing eating dogs for anorexics? It's number 19 now. We are about to get to number 20. Deep breaths. I think you're going to get it. This week's number 20 are dingbats. You got one to do. Double points, as always. Can you solve this visual puzzle and say what you see? Now, if you've never done a dingbat before, this is a very literal puzzle. You have to say what you see, and what I'll tell you to help you out a little bit, if you've never played this game before, is it's a phrase. It's a well-known phrase in there. You gotta say what you see. Give you a moment with it on the screen. Neve voted for the runner-up of the first ever Pop Idol and got their single. Daniel went to the concert in the Manchester Arena with his mum. Martin loves dingbats, he's very good at them, no help needed, he's got it. My mum's got it. Judith likes number 20 this week. I think, do you know what? Number 20 could be everybody's new favourite question. Shocking. I'm going to give you just a moment more and then we'll start to go through the answers. You can put in now what you predict you're going to get, and you can see if you at least beat your own expectations. Alright, let's start to go through the answers. So, 1 point for each, unless I say otherwise, and some of them are worth more points, and hopefully you get all of those extra points going. Remember, you do get 1 point for that shout out, so if you haven't yet had your shout out and you need it, then just join in with the comments, join in with the chat, and I will shout you out, and you'll get 1 bonus point. Question number 1 was this question here. How many times a year does the Queen celebrate a birthday of her own? How many times a year does the Queen celebrate her birthday? There are 2 birthdays of the Queen each year. 2 birthdays. One is a biological and one is her state birthday. So if you said 2, please take 1 point. Martin is rooting on 16 points tonight. Well, that's more than half. More than half. We'll see. Question number 2. What animal lives inside the house that the wolf huffs and puffs and attempts to blow down? Animal living inside the house. I'll huff and puff and blow your house down. It's the 3 little piggies. Pigs. 3 little pigs. And so if you said pigs, then please take 1 more point. Hopefully you're on 2 out of 2 so far. And let's see what we can do with number 3. A very famous painting. Arguably the world's most famous painting. Name the famous painting and the artist. Name the famous painting and the artist. This is the Mona Lisa. And it's by an artist called Leonardo da Vinci of the Da Vinci Code. Mona Lisa and Leonardo da Vinci. Hopefully you got both points there. 2 more points for your score. Let's keep racking them up. There we go, Danielle. 2 more points. 2 more points for Neve as well. I think we're doing well. I think we're doing better than we thought we were going to be doing. Question number 4. How many Disney resorts are there in Asia? How many Disney resorts are there in Asia? Caroline's specialist subject. There are 3 Disney resorts in Asia. 3 in Asia. 1 is in Shanghai, 1's in Hong Kong, and the other one is in Tokyo. So hopefully you work that one out. I can't remember, but is it possible that Caroline has been to all 3? It might be so. It might be so. There are 3. There are 3 resorts in Asia. Question number 5 is a double pointer. Celebrity faces. Can you name these 2 famous faces? Now, on the left-hand side, you've got Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake. On the right-hand side, Turner. So hopefully you got both of them. Justin Timberlake and Tina Turner. 2 points. Question number 6. What comes in different SPF levels? What comes in different SPF levels? Well, you might have been wearing it recently, given our beautiful days that we've had. Sun cream. Sun cream. There we go. Sun cream. Question number 7. Which Michael Jackson record became the most successful album of the 1980s? It was also, I believe, right the way through the 1990s, the world's most successful album as well. It might have been even into the 2000s, but definitely of the 1980s. It's been great weather in Manchester. Which Michael Jackson record became the most successful album of the 1980s? Thriller. Thriller. I had to learn the dance to Thriller on my very first cruise because I landed onto the ship on the Halloween cruise. Thriller is the answer. Well done. Number 8 is our Itty Bitty Word game, and you were looking for an 8-letter word that works with the clue give thanks. So your clue was give thanks. Somewhere in there was this word here. Grateful. Grateful. So if you got that, please take 1 point. Grateful, give thanks. Be grateful if you got it. Question number 9. What is an acrophobe scared of? What is an acrophobe scared of? Is it acrobatics? It's not. It is heights. An acrophobe is scared of heights. So, who knew? I don't know what the root of the word acrophobe is that relates to heights, but that's the answer. Heights is what an acrophobe is scared of. Question number 10, double points, and a really good show. If you've not watched this it really is thrilling. Edge of your seat sort of stuff. Quite scary at times. The name of the show and the channel that it was originally broadcast on. The name of the show is Homeland. Homeland. The channel, this bit was the harder part I think, the channel it was originally broadcast on was a channel called Showtime. Showtime, so there you go. Great show. Homeland and Showtime. Question number 11. The Lion King is modelled on which Shakespeare play? The Lion King modelled on which Shakespeare play? The answer to that one is Hamlet. Hamlet. I have to be honest, I've not read Hamlet, so I will have to take the internet's word for this one. But I have now watched The Lion King because I watched the latest version. I don't think I ever watched the original. Question number 12. 5 points. Now these, we've all agreed these were difficult logos, so we'll see how well we did. Let's start with the blue box. That one is Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank. Then the black diamond with the R in it. I don't know, the R was supposed to help you, but it might have thrown you off. This is Byron Burger. Byron Burger. The eyeball is an American channel. It's CBS. CBS. Yes, well done. Carrefour is indeed the one in the middle at the bottom. Carrefour, the French supermarket. And the other one is Chevron. Chevron. So hopefully you got at least something in that. Take as many points as you can. Deutsche Bank, Chevron, CBS, Carrefour, and Byron Burger. Up to 5 points. See what you can do. Question number 13. What do these three things have in common? Truman, Cleveland, and Coolidge. What do these three things have in common? Truman, Cleveland, and Coolidge. They were all US presidents. US presidents. Hopefully you got that one right. Well done if you did. Number 14. What is the next letter in this sequence? F-I-L-O. Now some of you really enjoyed this one, which surprises me because I hate sequences, but that'd be because I was scared of maths. What is the next letter in this sequence? F-I-L-O. Well, actually, it's a very simple sequence. It just moves along 3 letters each time in alphabetical order. So the next letter would be R because it's moving on 3. So R, if you got that one, you get yourself a point. Question number 15, our singing computer. Let's have another listen to what our computer sang for us, and then we'll get to the answer. Name of the song and the original recording artist.
No more I love yous, the language is leaving me. No more I love yous, the language is leaving me in silence. No more I love yous, changes are shifting outside the words.
I picked a lyric which deliberately sang the title of the song 3 times. So I really hope you got it. It's called No More I Love Yous. It's by Annie Lennox, and it is from 1995. No More I Love Yous. That one. You know it. I know you know it. It sometimes plays on Mellow Magic. And we all listen to Mellow Magic. In fact, I haven't listened to Mellow Magic for months now because it's on in the car. And I've not touched the car since, what, March? Crazy. Number 16. Name the country and the capital city. Name the country and the capital city. The country is Turkey. The capital city is Ankara. Ankara. So hopefully you got both parts of that. Ankara and Turkey. I was trying to find Istanbul because Istanbul is both in Asia and Europe, isn't it? And is it that top left bit? That top left bit? Is that where Istanbul is? It's a huge country. But Istanbul isn't the capital, which is surprising. The capital is Ankara. Number 17, our pop music question. Who came second in the original series of Pop Idol? Who came second in the original series of Pop Idol? That was Gareth Gates. Gareth Gates. So hopefully some of you remember that with his gel and his stutter. And look what we found in our clear out. I don't know if you can see it. It might be a bit washed out. Maybe I'll hold it back a bit. This is a book. A book that I made when I was 9 years old. There's me. It's 9 years old. I made a pop-up book called Gareth's Pop Idol Adventure. And it's a pop-up book. I made a map in it. Word search. I mean, amazing. Amazing. Look at that. Whee. I don't know why we still got it, but we're not allowed to chuck it out. We're not allowed to chuck it out. Question number 18. From what continent do African elephants originate? From what continent do African elephants originate? Or hopefully the answer is Africa. Africa. Well done if you got that one right. Number 19. Prince Philip or not? He said some dangerous things in his time. Is this one of them? Did you know, or do you know, they're now producing eating dogs for anorexics? This is a real quote from Prince Philip. This is a real quote from Prince Philip, and to give you context of the quote, he said it to a blind person who had a guide dog. That was the launch for his conversation, and so he then informed them that other service dogs are available. This is a real quote from Prince Philip. Josh, thank you. Cool indeed. Cool as a cucumber. Question number 20. And it's our dingbat. It's a double point puzzle. So if you get it right, take 2 points for it. Can you solve it? It's very literal. Say what you see. Say what you see. Tip it's me. What you're seeing is a step back in time. Step back in time. Martin, well done. You got it. And you know you got it. Grinning and beaming. Look at you. Step back in time. Absolutely right. And it is worth 2 points. If you got it, take 2. Take 2. Step back in time. If you didn't get it, the way you could have got it is you can see the word step written backwards in the middle. And around it is the word time. So step is back in time. Step back in time. Looks like lots of you got it anyway. So double points for you. Well done indeed. Time now for the big reveal. People weren't so confident with their scores tonight. We were thinking that we were going to have some lower scores. Did that materialise? We're about to find out. So have a tally up of what you got, and then we'll see them in the comments, please. Remember, tomorrow we're back at 8 o'clock for another round. And tomorrow it is Sophie, my sister's birthday, and she is turning 25. So a momentous occasion for which I'm sure we will all be most jubilant. So do join us 8 o'clock tomorrow for our next round of the quiz. It's time to find out who won tonight. I can't believe you thought Will Young came second. It's unforgivable, really. I bought Evergreen on cassette after that. Here we go, the scores are starting. 17 for my parents, 18 for Neve and Ollie. So we are staying in the teens. 12 for Sophie. But now we've broken from the teens because Caitlin's got 20. 20 for Caitlin, 19 for Judith, 18 for Jane, 22 for the Hyman family in Manchester, 24 in New York City with Auntie Cheryl and Uncle Simon, 17 for Josh and Emma, 17 for Caroline. So looks like the high teens is where the most of us are hanging tonight. But we do have some in the 20s, which is great. Uncle Howard got up to 10. Nice ambiguity in there. I got up to 30. Somewhere there. 19 for the Wests. 29 for... 29 on tonight's quiz! That is staggering. 29 for Michelle and Sam and Alice. 20 for my Bubba and Grandad. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. That is astonishing. 25 points for Adrian and Daniel on one counting system, and 30 on another just to win. Well, I think 29, it's astonishing, but 29 has it. So congratulations, Michelle, Sam and Alice on another win tonight. 29 points indeed. And I shall see you tomorrow where we will be celebrating Sophie's birthday as well. And that will be at 8 o'clock right here. In the meantime, have a lovely evening and a lovely day tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.